Imagine a world where global superpowers could be brought to the brink of war by a pig. It sounds like something out of a cartoon, right? Well, in 1859, this seemingly absurd scenario nearly played out. The United States and Great Britain, two of the world's most powerful nations, locked horns over a pig on a disputed island in the Pacific Northwest. This, my friends, is the story of the Pig War. The San Juan Islands, a cluster of idyllic islands nestled between the mainland and Vancouver Island, were a point of contention. Both the United States and Great Britain claimed sovereignty. The Treaty of Oregon in 1846, meant to clarify the border, only muddied the waters. The result? An uneasy coexistence on the islands, with British and American settlers trying to share the land. The stage was set for a showdown, and all it took was a pig to light the fuse. The Oregon Treaty of 1846 was supposed to end years of territorial disputes. It established the 49th parallel as the boundary between the United States and British North America. However, the treaty failed to clearly define which country owned the San Juan Islands. The islands were strategically important. They controlled access to the Strait of Juan de Fuca and the Puget Sound, vital waterways for trade and naval power. The ambiguity of the treaty left both sides feeling justified in their claim to the islands. American settlers began to arrive, seeking new opportunities. British authorities, eager to maintain their presence, also encouraged settlement. This created a powder keg of tension. American and British citizens lived in close proximity, their lives intertwined, yet their national loyalties divided. It was only a matter of time before something or someone would spark a conflict. The catalyst for this potential international crisis was an unassuming creature, a potato-loving pig. On June 15, 1859, an American farmer named Lyman Cutler discovered a large black pig rooting around in his garden on San Juan Island. Now, Lyman was known for his short temper. He had warned the pig's owner, an Irishman named Charles Griffin, who worked for the Hudson's Bay Company, about letting his animals roam free. Finding the pig feasting on his precious potatoes was the last straw. Lyman Cutler, in a fit of frustration, grabbed his rifle and shot the pig. This was no ordinary gunshot. This was a shot heard around the world, well, almost. News of the pig shooting spread like wildfire. The British demanded Cutler's arrest and extradition. The Americans, however, refused to give him up. What started as a simple dispute between neighbors escalated into a full-blown international incident. The pig, now immortalized in history, became a symbol of the simmering tensions between two empires. Section 4, enter the commanders. Things escalate. The response from both sides was swift and decisive. The British dispatched a detachment of Royal Marines. Leading them was Captain Geoffrey Hornby, a seasoned officer known for his cool head. The Americans, not to be outdone, deployed their own troops. The commander of the American forces was none other than Captain George Pickett. Yes, the same George Pickett who would later gain notoriety for leading the disastrous Pickett's Charge during the American Civil War. Both commanders arrived on the island ready to defend their respective nations' honor. The situation was tense. Armed soldiers faced each other across a few hundred yards, their fingers hovering near triggers. The escalation continued, with both sides reinforcing their positions. Warships patrolled the waters, their cannons trained on the islands. The world watched with bated breath, wondering if this seemingly absurd conflict would ignite a global war. Section 5. Cooler heads and Kaiser Wilhelm prevail. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, preventing a full-blown war. General Winfield Scott, a highly respected figure in the US Army, arrived on the scene. Scott understood the absurdity of the situation and the potential consequences of a war with Great Britain. He immediately began negotiations with the British authorities. It was decided that the issue should be resolved through diplomacy, not warfare. Both sides agreed to a joint military occupation of the island, while diplomats worked tirelessly to find a peaceful solution. The dispute dragged on for over a decade, with neither side willing to back down. Finally, in 1872, the matter was referred to Kaiser Wilhelm I of Germany for binding arbitration. The Kaiser, no doubt amused by the absurdity of the situation, reviewed the evidence and sided with the United States. The San Juan Islands officially became American territory. Section 6. Peace reigns, but the pig is remembered. Today, the San Juan Islands are a tranquil haven, known for their natural beauty and abundant wildlife. Tourists flock to the islands to enjoy whale watching, kayaking, and hiking. The only reminder of the near war over a pig is a small monument in English Camp, a historical park commemorating the Pig War. Every year, on June 15th, the anniversary of the fateful pig shooting, the residents of San Juan Island hold a whimsical celebration. They dress up in period costumes, hold mock battles, and enjoy a pig roast. Section 7. The takeaway: sometimes diplomacy is better than war, especially over pigs. The Pig War stands as a testament to the absurdity of war and the importance of diplomacy. It serves as a humorous reminder that even the most trivial of matters can escalate into international incidents if not handled with care. The story of the Pig War also highlights the importance of clear communication and well-defined treaties in international relations. The next time you find yourself embroiled in a heated dispute, remember the Pig War. Take a deep breath, seek a peaceful resolution, and remember that sometimes diplomacy is the best course of action. After all, nobody wants to fight a war over a pig.